And you're back in the Tour of Oman where you won last year. Always happy to come here back.
Yeah, it's a nice race. Obviously, last year was a little bit different with the rain and the road closures, but actually it was quite nice. We started early. It was cool. It wasn't hot, and it was a different kind of race. So hopefully this year will be a bit more straightforward. But yeah, I'm back for a reason. It was obviously a nice race, and yeah, obviously during the race it's not super hard if there's no wind with the flat roads, but then the final is always super explosive with the short climbs and the steep climbs. So it's a nice race to come back to.
Why are these the ideal races in the beginning of the season? Because also UAE Tour follows hereafter.
Yeah, obviously UAE Tour is a similar kind of race. It's like super flat roads. If there's no wind, nothing really happens, and it's a sprint. But if it's windy or if there's a climb in the final, then it's one of the most explosive races you do all year, just because you're so fresh and you come into the climbs, without fatigue. So it's actually not often in the whole season that you come to a race like that. So it is a different kind of racing, but it's racing I enjoy and it's racing I'm good at. So here I am.
Last year you won your first race of the season here, but also the UAE team had a really good season. How difficult will it be to do the same this year?
Well, yeah. I mean, already we've started well. We have a few wins already, so obviously the team's at a high level again. And yeah, we'll see. I think for myself personally, it's going to be quite tricky to repeat what I did last year here. Yeah, I mean, last year I was flying already, getting ready for a UAE Tour, whereas this year it's kind of a different objective. I need to be, good later in the year, and I don't want to spend all my bullets too early.
What's the secret about the team? Because you also always win with so many riders.
I think, yeah, when you see everybody working so hard, you see everyone training and really pushing the limits, you feel a bit silly if you don't push the limits yourself. So, I mean, you see in the training camp now, we were in Benidorm in Calpe in December, and you see the whole team is pushing and already at a high level there. So, yeah, I think when everyone's pushing, then you feel the need to push yourself.
Did you also take part in the Col de Rat effort?
I did, yeah, but I was not in very good shape, so I did the early job. So yeah.
About this season, and what will be your goals?
Yeah, like I said, I think Giro for myself personally is going to be a big goal, and then obviously go to the Tour with Tadej later on in July and help him win again. Like I said, that's why I want to kind of have a more relaxed start to the season. I have to be good for a really long time later in the year. And if you start spending bullets here, yeah, it would be nice to be here in great shape, but it's difficult to hold the shape all season. So, yeah.
How important is it for you to sometimes get your own chance in some races like Giro d'Italia or Oman?
Yeah, I mean, it's nice. Obviously, when you're in a team like UAE, you always have to share a little bit, the leadership. But again, it comes with the territory. Like I said before, with everyone pushing and everyone trying to be the best. If you're not on your A game, then there's always somebody, one or two guys that are ready to take your place. So it's a competitive environment, but in the end, you get the best out of yourself. The team improves, and the team gets a lot of wins from it. So it's nice.
So is it also sometimes difficult to be in a team like this?
I think it's difficult if you don't want to work, if you don't want to push. Then maybe it would be difficult. But yeah, I'm getting older, but still, I like to push. I like to do my best, and I like to give 100%. So. For me, it's not difficult at all.
Also interesting, your brother made a similar step. Also be a super domestic for a big rider, and then also in some races like the Giro d'Italia for himself. How do you look at his transfer?
I think, yeah, he said himself in some interviews. I think it's a good change for him. I think, yeah, when you spend this, your whole career in one team, it's difficult to really find the motivation and the focus every year after year. So. Change is not always good, but sometimes you need a change just to make improvement and challenge yourself. So I think it's going to be a good move for him, and we'll see when he starts racing.
Also, you saw yourself how important it can be to be in a big team like this.
Even before I came to this team, I mean, I changed teams, and immediately you learn as a person as well. You learn and develop, and it's not just all about the bike. It's all about life experiences and kind of adapting to certain situations. So yeah, I mean, it's not easy to change, but in the end, sometimes it's necessary.
How high will you aim in the Giro, and do you expect Simon there too?
For sure, he'll be there or thereabouts. I mean, I obviously know him quite well. I mean, I speak to him every day, so yeah, he will obviously be a big rival. I'm not sure exactly who's going, but obviously the big goal is to win. Obviously, it's not easy. It's not walk in the park with a lot of big rivals. But in the end, if I just want to arrive in my best shape, and the result will be the result.
And then to the Tour de France with Pogacar. Did the cooperation change during the years because now you're working a bit longer together?
Not really. I mean, we worked well from the beginning. I didn't race with him too much in my first year, but the 2 years, every time we race together, we always do a really good job. I mean, we don't always win, but he wins quite a lot, to be honest. So he makes it a lot easier for us. So yeah, I mean, he's easy to work for. If you have a leader like this, then he's quite easy to work for.
Yeah. You always seem happy also when he wins and when other riders in the team wins. Is that the secret about the team?
I think just in general. I mean, if you trust and you believe in your leader, then you can 100% get behind them and focus to make sure that they can win. So yeah, I mean, it's not easy because obviously he's always asking for more. He's always asking to push more, and that makes my job harder. But in the end, if he wins, then it's all worth it.